And the Czech Republic, of course. The big games are tomorrow. Argentina taking on Spain for the Naismith Trophy, a title game, but that'll be preceded by the clash between France and Australia, the third-place game. Tonight, though, it's time to celebrate, certainly from the Czech Republic's standpoint. This is a team that had high aspirations coming in, but I don't think anybody really gave them much of a chance of making a huge impact in this tournament, but that's what they did. They came out, played well against the USA in their first game, and after that they came out and got some huge results. And to take on a Serbia team tonight, if they could get a win, that would really put an exclamation mark on a terrific World Cup for them. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Josh Davis. And Josh, Serbia clearly have underachieved in their own minds because they are not going to be playing for a spot on the podium, and they're not playing for a title, but for the Czechs. You know, this is great for them, first of all, to make it to the World Cup, and to make it this far is quite impressive.
Yeah, it's eerily reminiscent of the game we just did between the USA and Poland. The USA, obviously, a disappointing 7th place result for them. Poland, they were happy to get to the World Cup, and then they finished 8th, which is great. Same thing here. Serbia hasn't had this low of a finish since 2006 when they finished 9th. You know, they're used to being in that semi-final discussion, going obviously in the final in the last couple, major tournaments in the Olympics and the 2014 World Cup. But these are professional basketball players, a lot of pride in that country when it comes to basketball. They have the big names, they have the stars. They still have actually, they beat USA the other night in a great game. They played very well that day. So it's just that one kind of blemish against Argentina, obviously coming after a loss to Spain where they were kind of flat. Which Serbia team is going to step up tonight? That's what we got to see.
Well, finishing 5th is certainly better than finishing 6th. There'll be more rankings points that go along with that. And again, it's always better to leave a tournament on the back of a win than a loss. And it is good to see the smile kind of return to the faces of the Serbians, because they were crushed when they fell the other night to Argentina, when they got knocked out of contention for a spot on the podium. And right now it's all about being professional and finishing this tournament as strong as they can. So we're going to have, this is following the earlier game that you mentioned, USA winning it 87-74 to clinch 7th place. Great World Cup for Poland. And I think the USA players did themselves proud as well, even though they didn't achieve, they didn't defend that title, win it for a 3rd consecutive time. And now the attention turns to these Czech fans and their team, and Serbia and their legion of fans. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems of the Czech Republic and Serbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Czech Republic.
女士们、先生们，请全体起立，奏捷克国歌。
And now, the national anthem of Serbia.
奏塞尔维亚国歌。
Here they go. Coach Djordjevic and Ginsburg shaking hands for Serbia and Czech Republic, and the players also who often meet either in international competition or with their respective clubs. And we'll get a look at the referees for today's game. Guilherme Locatelli from Brazil, Georgios Porsanidis from Greece, and Michael Whelan from Canada. There they are. They were trying to hide, but you can't hide. There you are, guys. So it's Guilherme in the middle from Brazil, Georgios on the left from Greece, and Michael from Canada on the right. And Josh from Belgium is to my left, and I will let him, well, Belgium and America, I will let him discuss the starting fives and maybe the odd roster spot.
I appreciate the kind introduction, and this is a Czech Republic team that's taken the World Cup by storm, one of the darling teams, you know, a fan favorite, and it's mostly thanks to that man, number 8, Tomas Satoransky, but he also has Wojciech Hrban and Jaromir Boacic on the wings to help him out. Inside, it's been the play of Andre Balvin and Martin Kryš that have really carried this team. Balvin, one of the leading rebounders in this World Cup, but it's been Tomas Satoransky who's just been beyond phenomenal, averaging about 16 points per game and 9 assists. He's had double-doubles with over 10 assists in a couple of games. Obviously, was on the Washington Wizards this past season. Next year, looking to go to the Chicago Bulls, where he'll be competing for a starting spot. He is a great point guard by all accounts. He sets up his teammates. He knows when to pass. He knows when to score. He plays defense, does all the little. He's a coach on the floor, plain and simple. On the other end, Serbia, a lot of formidable names on that team. Bojan Bogdanovic, obviously the star of this World Cup for them. Nikola Jokic, another name people probably have heard about, you know, the all-NBA center. Bogdanovic starts, pretty much runs the show, but Stefan Jovic is the point guard. Vladimir Lucic on the wing, does a little bit of everything. Jokic inside, and of course, Nikola Milutinov, who starts the games, but doesn't necessarily play that many minutes. So look out for Nemanja Bjelica off the bench. He's been another top scorer, kind of part of that big three for Serbia. But Bogdanovic, the consistency is just incredible. 22 points per game, also sharing the ball, almost 5 assists, 4 rebounds. He is shooting 50% from 3, 52% from beyond the arc, 55% overall, which is good enough for 7th in the World Cup, and he's a shooting guard. He just hasn't missed, is what it feels like. Unfortunately, it's even in their losses, he's played well, but he hasn't gotten the help that he needed to get them to the medal chances. And here we have the coaching staff for the Czech Republic.
Yep, Nano Ginsburg, for Ronan Ginsburg, and Alexander Djordjevic for Serbia. And, you know, it's quite telling in the press conference the other night, or quite emotional, more so from Bjelica, I think. You know, I think it felt like both he and Djordjevic were kind of, really felt like they'd let the country down by not advancing. Here's Ronan Ginsburg. He certainly has done a terrific job.
Well,
and, you know, with Bjelica, what he was saying was, listen, we're nice guys. We were desperate. We really wanted to win this. And we know that we haven't done anything close. And he did get emotional, you know. So you can, at the end of the day, you can only have one team that wins in the knockout round. And it just wasn't Serbia's year. Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Wukasong Arena here in Beijing. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup battle for 5th place between Serbia in the white and the Czech Republic in the blue. Bogdanovic comes right out and strokes the three-pointer.
And he points to the bench. You see Bogdanovic, who always plays with a smile on his face, as there's a turnover on the other end, but what a start. Nothing out of the ordinary for Bogdanovic, knocking down the early three.
Ball doesn't hesitate, gets the opening. He's such a good shooter. In some ways, it's like a layup for him.
That comes off the down screens. Now drives baseline. I can't believe he missed it.
Questionable start here. Yeah, say it's like a layup, and then he misses a layup. Questionable start here for Ruban.
Well,
Ball
he's gonna
slips
have
through his hands, and now he commits the foul.
Yeah, gonna have his work cut out for him. You see the strong drive from Bogdan. Chance for an and one, but I'm sure he'll redeem himself with the free throw line.
Serbia's fans still coming out in force tonight. Still a lot of, what do you say, soul searching after that loss to Argentina. But as you said, they did come back and they beat the USA. Kind of got them back on track. Hačić, of course, Serbia, when they lost that game, they fell out of contention for the direct spot for the Olympics. So they'll have to go through the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments. Krish over to Satoransky. Ruban. Krish comes in for the rebound, hands it off to Ruban, and scores with the layup. Much better from Ruban.
Yeah, Ruban, who, as many of you Basketball Champions League fans will know, started the season last year phenomenally for Čes Nimbert. Of course, he has 5 of his teammates here on the Czech roster who play together at a club, so the continuity, the chemistry is unparalleled for this team.
And it goes, and Milutinov dunks it home.
Great pass there from Bogdanovic. And if you haven't seen this Czech team play yet, everything goes through Satoransky. But they do move the ball beautifully. They play basketball the right way.
Alvin short with his attempt.
Although that being said, Serbia does lead the tournament in assists. So they've been the best passing team. When you have Bogdanovic and Jokic sharing the ball, it makes it that easy.
Jokic trying to post up on Krish. Good job, Krish. Forcing the turnover. And now Milutinov commits the foul. So Milutinov picks up his first.
Yeah, didn't feel like playing tough defense. Just commit the foul.
Hačić, love his game.
Well, he's this team's leading scorer, over 16.5 points per game for Bohačić. He's had some phenomenal games, can knock down the shot, but also a very strong driver.
His brother was in the national team program as well. Good spin from Jokic, and Milutinov.
Already an assist for Jokic. Very unselfish.
Krish puts up a 3. And Jokic throws it out of bounds.
Not the best of outlet passes for Jokic. See the pass though from Bogdanovic. Slide to Milutinov. High riser.
Elevation. Take me to the second floor, he says. Satoransky, great pass. Bohačić again. Now the leader of the horde brings it up. And Bogdanovic brings it back. Nope, had it tapped away. Good job by Ruban reaching in and knocking it away from Bogdanovic. Czechs constantly moving the basketball. Lucic reaches in and commits the foul. One of the sensations of the tournament for the Czech Republic is checking in now. Patrick Auda. Here's again the foul by Lucic on Bohačić. So Krish goes to the bench.
Lucic, a great defender, and one of the blocks of the tournament the other day.
Fake by Auda, and draws the foul from Jokic.
I've always been a fan of Jokic's body language. If you just watch it throughout the game, it's just funny. Sometimes, you know, he'll make a great play and not react, commit a silly foul, and just kind of, you know, be very laissez-faire about it. Such a talent.
Well, Alda probably likes coming off the bench, but certainly would appear to be a starter for this Czech team in waiting. Makes the second. Doesn't really matter who starts but who finishes, but
yeah, he plays almost twice as many minutes as Krish, almost averaging 11 points per game off the bench.
Lucic wide open. Bahacic goes straight at Bogdanovic and picks up another foul. That's number 4 now in Serbia, and we're not even 4 minutes into the quarter.
Number 7, Bogdanovic. First personal foul teams for Serbia is now in penalty situation.
And it goes to Balvin.
But another air ball.
Yeah, Balvin not finishing well tonight. Bounce pass to Lucic.
Nice screen from Jokic.
Puts it off the rim and in. Satoransky from deep. Tickles the twine.
Yeah, he's got a bit of almost a set push shot, but once he lines it up, he's been knocking it down at a consistent clip. 45% from 3 in the tournament. Gets his first basket.
Satoransky fouls Jovic. Didn't want him taking the 3. So you look back at the Czechs, and they lost that first game to the USA. Then they walloped Japan and Turkey. Turkey were coming off that loss to the USA, and the Czechs won it. There's the foul. They followed that up with a convincing win over Brazil, 22 points. And even though they lost to Greece, it didn't prevent them from advancing to the quarterfinals, where they then slipped up against Australia 82-70, but they came back and beat Poland 94-84 to get into this 5th place game. Lucic from the right. Ruban, open floor. Alda to Balvin. And Balvin looks out of sorts tonight. Bogdanovic off to Lucic.
That's a beautiful fast break, turning defense into offense. Of course, Raduljic getting it started.
That's better from Balvin, but doesn't go down. Now Jokic again, but it goes off the hands of Lucic.
Yeah, that's one he probably wants back. Got off the ground and faked the pass one way, froze the defense, and then just couldn't quite find Lucic. See there again, the no look, almost a dime, just not quite.
So Lucic goes out and Simonovic checks in, the veteran sharpshooter, and Raduljic also comes into the game with Milutinov going out. Ruban lays it up and in. Right. Nice burst of speed and athleticism there, getting to the rim.
Yeah, Ruban, who, he's quite slight in the frame, but very explosive and athletic, long as well.
Raduljic, the long 2, right off the bench.
I think he can surprise people with his shooting touch. He's actually first in the tournament in free throw percentage, but Peterka off the bench knocks down a 3.
Well, we're seeing this Czech team, the confidence just seems to be spreading throughout the roster. Pumpla's going to come in on the next dead ball, and Micic also coming in for Serbia. Another great play by Ruban, getting the hands up. And Ruban comes in, misses to the bank, but Satoransky has it.
Chance for Czech Republic to take their first lead.
Well, the presence of Jokic forced a difficult shot from Alda.
Too much room.
Good.
Too much room, Jeff. You cannot give him any type of space. and his teammates know where to find him as well. That's already 10 points for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Behind the back pass. Satoransky gets it back. That's short.
Another chance to run for Serbia, one of the most potent offenses we've seen in the World Cup. They're second in scoring behind New Zealand, 95 points per game.
Raduljica turns, banks it in. He's brought his A game tonight. And Ginsburg decides we need to talk about this. Serbia fans getting up and shaking a leg. And we will go down to the bench. Mr. Ginsburg does speak in English.
Okay, we have to be close to this guy. We don't want him to shoot. Let him pass it. That's the first. Let him pass. Be tough. Be tough with them big inside. Okay. You go for
and again, we talk about both of these teams' offenses. It's not just the scoring, it's the efficiency. Serbia is first in field goal percentage, 54% per game. Czech Republic fourth, 49. But then Czech Republic has the best three-point shooting efficiency from beyond the arc, 44% in the tournament. They've made 40% of their threes in all 7 games. And so far tonight, already 3 of 6 for the Czechs. So shooting is in their veins.
Blake Schild not available tonight for the Czech Republic. He's not dressed out. So that's a big absence for them.
Yeah, especially on the three-point shooting front. He's actually first in the tournament, 65%. But Bogdanovic, we expect anything less, but a great start for him as he gets his first breather. 10 points and 2 assists. He's had a hand in pretty much all of Serbia's points so far.
Satoransky. And another positive stat here for Raduljica. Raduljica wasn't really utilized at all the other night in their elimination defeat. Here's Micic. Good hands by Patrick Auda, taking it away from Raduljica.
It's already the 4th steal for the Czech Republic as Satoransky attacks the basket. Late whistle.
Wow. Great job by Satoransky. I think the Chicago Bulls have a good one at Satoransky.
Yeah, I mean, 6'7", 2 meters 2, so has that size.
I think he's going to team well with Finland's Lauri Markkanen with the Bulls.
Indeed, expect a lot of pick and pops between those two.
There's Djordjevic looking on and deciding to make another change. He's going to bring in Guduric.
Well, they need to figure out the turnover situation. Already 6 here in this first quarter for Serbia. They usually want to keep it around 10, according to Djordjevic, after the Argentina game where they also were quite sloppy with the ball.
Bielitsa also in the game. Auda picks up the foul.
Two, 3 zone now for Czech Republic. Go back to a man. Travel.
Raduljica tries to get some clarification. Here it is again, watch.
Oh yeah, shuffle the feet twice. Not sure what he's arguing.
We forgot about the first one. Here's Serena. Jakub Serena. So how will they play without Satoransky? That's the question. Or how will they fare? Peterka, that's how they'll fare.
Well, that's 2 in a row for Peterka from the same spot.
You like saying Peterka.
Yeah, feeling very comfortable there. And you can see why this team's been so electric offensively. Seems like everyone's a threat to knock down the outside shot as another foul committed on the perimeter. Serena this time.
First personal foul, teams fourth. Czech Republic is now in a penalty situation.
Trying to fight over the screen, reaches in. We talked about the pick and pop. Djordjevic already feeling a certain way about this. Tie game. 41 seconds left in the first quarter.
Czechs 4 of 7 from three-point range right now. Micic. Vaso Micic. Off target. Peterka. Promperla. And he leads the swoops in for the rebound. Serbia trying to hold it for one. Micic, though, has the ball turned over. And then Promperla attempts a three. And Djordjevic got a hand up to block it. So, how about that? At the end of the first quarter, it's all knotted at 20. Serbia 20, and the Czech Republic 20 in the battle for 5th place.
Well, it's been a very interesting game so far. Look at the field goal percentages. 73% for Serbia, 32% for Czech Republic, yet somehow it's tied, and it's just because of the turnovers. Although Serbia has 7 assists, 8 turnovers already. So it's just the fact that Czech Republic's got 8 more shot attempts, and they've also knocked down 4 3-pointers. But on the other end, Czech Republic just 2 of 12 inside the arc. So again, they're an outside-in type of team, and it's kind of, pick your poison essentially if you're Serbia. But the magic number for me, and oddly enough, we're on 20 at the moment, is 20 assists. If Czech Republic can get to 20 assists, they've won all their games. If they don't get 20, those are the games that they've lost. So 4 wins, 20 assists in all of those. 3 losses, they did not reach 20. So far, 6.
Yes.
So on their way, it could be another upset here in the World Cup.
Serbia will be at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, and so will the Czech Republic. There'll be 4 6-team tournaments next year, battling only with the winner of each tournament going to the Olympics. Of course, 8 have already got their spots, host Japan, and then 7 teams have already qualified directly from this tournament.
There's our little guy.
What's up, Son of Dreams? And he wants to introduce the app, the World Cup app. Didn't know that was out there. Of course, everybody does. You can get it in the App Store. That's everything you need and want for your smartphone. Beautiful pass and finish. Peterka needed to make that a strong pass, and he did.
And there's their first lead now.
Posting up down low, Radulica. Good job by Auda. That's about as good a job as you can expect from him. Bohacic has it taken away by Radulica. And he's going all the way. We're going to have to start calling him Magic Radulica.
Yeah,
the
not
big
afraid
man
to push the tempo.
Well, we saw Scola do it yesterday for Argentina.
You see Bohacic running into a wall there. Radulica just takes it away. And rather than outlet to a guard, just says, I'll just take this on my own, coast to coast. And draws the foul on Peterka. And of course, I mentioned the fact that he was leading the tournament in free throw percentage, 95%. And what does he do?
He misses.
He was 20 of 21.
The old commentator's curse. Well, he makes one of two.
So Boacek played the whole first quarter. You don't see that too often.
Might need to recover after running into the brick wall that's known as Radilica. Very quick hands by Serbia. What did he say?
He's fast.
Oh, Michael Whelan, the referee, talking.
Great pass.
And Pumpola finishes. Well, fast pass.
Serbia just wasn't ready for that inbounds cut and the beautiful delivery for the layup. Offensive foul. So Djordjevic with no choice but to put Bogdanovic back in.
Well, just wrestling for position there, and that was the play before they gave the Czechs their biggest lead, 3 points. Peterka.
Hey! I mean, this man is feeling it right now, all from around the same area, kind of the seam, not really the wing or top of the key, just in between. And he's 3 for 3 to start the game.
Guduric, strong move by him.
Yeah, I've always liked his game. He's got a nice little handle, can obviously shoot smooth lefty. Tends to not be too aggressive as...
Always looking to make the extra pass. Good D by Bogdanovic.
Oh.
And he makes it back down low, and sure enough, Auda does get the layup.
Well, did you see the behind the back feed from Tomas Satoransky? Oh, nice high-low.
Look at the finish there as well. Fans getting a good game tonight. Satoransky.
Substitution for Serbia.
See the block first by Bogdanovic. Satoransky stays with it. Wow, whips it behind the back. And Auda, a nice lefty finish. Bogdan. Hand is part of the ball. And that beautiful feed to Radilica.
And unsportsmanlike foul, I think, has been called as they inbound the ball to Auda. Birčević just into the game and commits an unsportsmanlike.
We got caught behind. That's an interesting call. About a 75% free throw shooter.
As a team, 73%, so that's not bad. Serbia better at 81% coming into the game. So 5-point lead for the Czechs, their biggest of the game.
So now Satoransky moves to the 2 with Serena still in the game.
Pumpola.
Rushed it.
Birčević couldn't quite get it to go.
That one rolled around for a while. Another nice pass.
They keep finding opportunities down low.
Again, I don't know how many times we're going to say that tonight, but it seems like everyone on this team capable of finding a teammate, the vision. And we keep stressing the fact that they love playing together.
Micic. Pass out to Birčević. Jokic goes to work down low. Now Micic wide open, short, falls nicely though to Berčević.
Berčević, who's playing his 6th game. He's not played in 2. As Micic heads back to the bench. Yep, there's a foul. Serena committing smart foul. You see why. Berčević just a 50% free throw shooter. I'm sure Serena knew that when he was committing the foul. Said, I read the scouting report.
Capable of making big plays, Berčević. Maybe not quite as celebrated as some of these other Serbians. And of course, Sanidis says that the ball went out of bounds. So the turnover on the Czech Republic gives it back to Serbia here with 6:25 remaining.
It's good ball pressure.
Berčević on the baseline. Gosh, he missed everything. He might be coming out after that.
Well, it's Boban time. Oh, never not.
Satoransky gets in the lane. Berčević with the board. Bogdanović steps back. Jovic open. And Bogdanović again, he's going to shoot this, isn't he? Yep. And he gets it to go.
Well, Coach Ginsburg was waiting to call that timeout. Had a feeling that his team was going to give up a basket. And it's Bogdanović who knocks down his first field goal of the second quarter. Serbia within 4.
No, first time, but on second, we're going double team. But we deny first person. We leave the last guy. Okay? We deny first person. Let's play. We can go one down. One down. That's for you. Yes. Okay. We go one down, even you be down. Okay? Let's go, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you remember, Josh, the Czechs in the European qualifiers got out to that great start, winning 3 of their first 4 games, and really used that as a platform to go on and qualify early. They were one of the first teams to qualify for the World Cup. I still don't think people were real believers in their chances. And when they were drawn with Turkey, the USA, and Japan, I think a lot of people expected an early exit from them, but they came up with one of the performances of the tournament with the big victory over Turkey, and ended up getting to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that performance was quite impressive, but then the 22-point win against Brazil, equally so. Not again. Paterka!
Well,
what did he have to eat this morning?
I don't know.
4 for 4 from beyond the arc.
He needs to keep eating it.
Matching Bogdanović with 12 points already.
Could be any number of things in China.
Paterka, who only came in averaging 5 points per game. He has shot 50% from 3, so that part not as shocking.
And they keep the hands up, and those hands up are coming up with steals, knocking the ball away. It's a 7-point lead for the Czechs.
It's their 6th steal already.
Hačić to Balvin.
Oh,
and Balvin finishes, and he's fouled. And now they have a chance to go up by 10.
What a team we have had the pleasure to watch. Again, Satoransky, great 2-man game action with Balvin. And when the ball rolls around like that, you know it's your kind of day, just over the fingertips of the big man.
Well, they need to get Balvin going. If that happens, it just opens up everything else.
Yeah, Balvin and Auda, they're only 2 inside scorers.
Otišli su u Bajn. Ovdje je samo njemu odmah loptu kroz glavu. Kroz glavu ovoj suduje na tebe. Kroz glavu prvi pas, pa će onda naći. Ovo je bilo dobro, dali ste posle ovog, samo da se propili do kraja. Jednostavno. Jednostavno, vodi računa sada u zoni, promenit će opet u zonu. Ide lopta brže, mora malo i prodorom da stiđete na svi do kraja. Hajmo bliže malo koši na skok i napad. Jedan dole spin. Ako je protiv zone, samo robom. Iz robova, lopta dole, okolo igramo. Na kraju je čovjek ko se baci mali.
All right, well, Jeff, I think it's time to mention or ask you something. Where's Nikola Jokic? 10 minutes, no shot attempts.
Well, you
could have
said the same thing the other night when they were eliminated by Argentina. He just has not been able to make an impact in some of these games. And that is proving a challenge for a lot of these national teams. You automatically think of a big name, and you think instant wins. It wasn't necessarily true for Greece with Antetokounmpo, and also for this Serbia team. It's all about the team, though, isn't it?
Definitely. And teams like the Czech Republic, like Poland, you know, Argentina, of course. You know, Spain does have a few stars itself, but teams that play together, play kind of with the right attitude, have been successful. Not to say that Serbia doesn't have the right attitude. Obviously, they were dominant in the first few stretches of the games, but struggling since.
So this foul puts Bogdanovic on the line. You know, Greg Popovich made the point, the USA coach, you know, somebody was, you know, all the questions about USA, you can imagine what they are, but he made it very clear, it's like, listen, there are a lot of good teams in these competitions. The days when any team could expect to show up, be they the USA or anybody else, and win by 30 points are long gone. You've got to come out and be ready to play against all of these teams.
Out of bounds, Czech Republic ball.
You know, some of it is, you touched on it, the chemistry, and these two teams do have good chemistry, but it just seems like the Czechs have really taken a step up this summer.
Shot clock winding down. Herban.
And they did get it off just in time. Paterka.
And you see Djordjevic just can't quite believe it. They're catching every break at the moment.
Jovic from deep. And it's all about the extra effort. Lucic going for it, but so were the Czechs. Challenging him for every rebound, every pass, keeping the hands up.
You see there, Lucic. I think a bit of a hold on Vojcic. And you see here the rushed shot falls right into the hands of who else? Paterka. Oh, Vojcic.
For three! Jaromir Vojcic just continues to stroke it. I mean, he's been sensational.
Yeah, his game, again, another one of those smooth lefties, and Djordjevic calling another timeout in frustration. And let's see.
Morate jači, molite, nađite energiju u sebi. Ide Beli Joka. Peticu. Hajde. Hajde, dižite da se stane. Redite je lepa auto, da se dignemo. Hajde.
It's really astonishing, you know, these two teams met in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament back in 2016 in Belgrade, and Serbia just really laid the wood to the Czechs, 96-72. Of course, they had Teodosic in that team, and Kalinic as well, and Stefan Markovic. But you know, I mean, the core of the team was there, and the same that you would say for the Czechs, although Balvin was not available. But this, in fact, they actually had Jan Vesely. Here's Bogdanovic.
Boom.
Drills it.
Well,
he's automatic.
Yeah, Peterka had a hand up, but it just did not matter. Bogdanovic, just a bona fide scorer.
Quick pass again to Satoransky. Ruban.
Well, just on that possession, the Serbian defense has picked up a little bit. Jokic came out.
Jovic, strong drive, just took it.
Well, they need him to score, Jeff. Oh, too wide open. Boacic. Wow.
Missed that one.
That was a blown assignment defensively by Serbia.
Elisa puts it on the deck, puts up a difficult shot, and gets it back, and is fouled. So he has got a potential three-point play. Nice little run here for Serbia to get right back in it.
The way to stay with the play, Bielisa calls his own miss.
So Balvin picks up his first. Marjanovic back in the game, and Milutinov goes out. Milutinov started, and that was his second appearance in the game. And just like that, it's a 5-point game.
So a quick run. Nice response after the timeout. Bohacic wanted the foul. Bogdanovic playing good defense, pushing it.
And Bohacic knocked it out of bounds.
Just a couple no calls there. Referees letting them play. Let's have a look. Bohacic. Oh, wow.
Wow.
And they missed that one, maybe.
That was just took half his arm off. Now Jovic misses.
Boban called for a foul. Again, he gets punished often for his strength. Just moved Balvin out of the way. Right there to two.
Well, it's too much
push in the back.
Yeah.
Yep. Free throws now for Balvin.
But that was kind of blatant, wasn't it? From Bohacic on Bogdanovic. I mean, they should be reducing the arrears right now at the line. Anyway, you're not going to catch them all. He's had a very slow start to this game. There's still plenty of time to make an impact.
So Czech Republic is able to keep this lead going into the halftime break. You can only imagine the confidence they'll have for the second 20 minutes.
They're going to be feted as heroes when they arrive back in Prague. Bielica to Lucic. Marjanovic uses his size to good effect. And again, an offensive foul.
Oh, Boban.
And obviously Bogdanovic is upset because he was fouled and it wasn't seen.
I'm not pretty sure. I'm not on his side.
Well, Serbia has to be careful. Got to turn around and play defense. A little makeup call there. 3 seconds.
So some ironic cheers.
That was a real 3
Well, we haven't had a chance to see the replay of the second Marjanovic foul.
Okay.
Boban, 2 fouls in just 1 minute of action. You see him posting up big there. Good block from Balvin, and then eventually they do call the foul. So free throws for Marjanovic.
Number 12, Trey Balvin. Second personal foul.
Oh, I think he got him back on the follow-through, not on the initial block.
Oh, there's the elbow on Satoransky. Yeah, that's a good call, no question. Boban didn't actually argue it himself.
No. You're talking about the initial one, the one that the previous trip down.
Right.
Yeah. They definitely called Satoransky.
Someone should ask him if he's okay. Catching an elbow from Boban in the face.
Substitution from Czech Republic. Onto the bench at number 12, Trey Balvin. Back in the game, number 15.
Balvin does have those 2 fouls now, so heads to the bench. Bogdanovic, man, 5 of 5 from this field, 4 of 4 from free throw line.
Satoransky banks in a three. The bank is open.
2 for 1. Trying to get the Czechs an extra possession before the halftime break.
Weekend banking in China. Saturday night. Marjanovic turns. If he'd gone through with the shot, he might have gotten free throws, but they are over the limit anyway, so he will go to the line.
On our target, go on to shoot 2, Marjanovic.
So now both Balvin and Alda, 2 fouls apiece.
Blake Shield missing his skills, talents, experience tonight. Czechs, a naturalized player from the United States. Marjanovic only makes 1 of 2, however. Satoransky calls the play. Kohacik hands it off. Satoransky just goes in for the layup.
Yeah, was there any question that he was going to score? Satoransky.
The only thing I'm surprised by is that he didn't dunk it because he was that wide open. Well, the Czech Republic continued to impress. Check that out. 50-41 over Serbia at halftime.
Well, it's been a strange game just because Serbia is shooting the ball so well, 54% from the field, and Czech Republic's not shooting it that great, but they've knocked down 8 3-pointers. That's been the difference. They've also got 14 assists on their 17 made field goals. And again, if they get to 20, that usually means they're going to win. And right now, it's looking that way, up 9 at the half. Another strong game from Bogdanovic, but Peterka, a surprising 14 points off the bench, to say the least. Satoransky, less of a surprise, 10 points, 4 assists for the magical point guard.
Peterka has 4 of 4 from 3-point range.
Well, yeah, Bogdanovic is 3 of 3, and Peterka said, hey, man, I can do better.
Well, these classification games have been good. I think they've been as good as they've ever been at this World Cup. And, you know, not only are ranking points at stake here, pride, and also I think the Czechs want to make a statement tonight that they can beat not just a European power, because just because Serbia didn't advance to the semifinals doesn't take away their elite status in Europe. I mean, they're still one of the best teams in the world, and the Czechs know that they need wins in games like tonight to really kind of cement their place amongst the best teams in Europe.
No question. And again, I mentioned the fact that fans of basketball have really taken a liking to this team because of their style of play, the unselfishness, the joy that they play with, but also that high level of intensity. It's somewhat reminiscent, obviously a little bit different style than Argentina, but it's that type of game where they have a magical point guard. Obviously, Argentina has Campasso. Czech Republic has Satoransky. They have shooting. They got a couple big guys inside. Obviously, no Luis Scola for the Czech Republic, but they just play the game the right way.
They like to move the ball quickly. They like to, you know, if teams are moving. If defenses are double teaming, there's going to be some open space somewhere on the floor, and that's what they're doing. They are playing fast. They're playing beautiful basketball. The Czechs, everybody is talking about it, and certainly right now Serbia are talking about it because they don't want to go home on the back of a defeat.
Well, you mentioned the fact that they're facing off against another European team. This is the 4th European team that Czech Republic are playing. They beat Turkey, they beat Poland. Obviously, they lost to Greece, but even that loss felt like a win. They celebrated because that meant that they were going to advance to the quarterfinals. And now a chance to get probably their biggest win of the tournament against a title favorite, or initial title favorite in Serbia.
One other thing to consider is if you win, you get a better, if you get more rankings points, it could affect your seeding for those Olympic qualifying tournaments. So I think more than anything, you need to develop good habits. You need to develop that habit of winning. And it's always a good time to beat a good team.
Yeah, the great thing about those OQTs, the Olympic qualifying tournament, happening in June of next summer. So they might have this exact team available to them unless the Chicago Bulls go to the NBA Finals, but don't think that's too likely. Don't even think they're trying to do that.
So we are at halftime. Djordjevic, his team down. They've given up 50 points to the Czechs in the first half. They trail 50-41, Serbia.
Yeah, well, when you give up 11 turnovers to just 9 assists, that's not the kind of ratio they want. On the other end, the Czechs, 14 assists, just 4 turnovers. They've attempted 12 more shots from the field. Both teams are getting to the free throw line about the same. 9 attempts for the Czech Republic, 13 for Serbia. But it's the defense that's been a problem, and got to give a lot of credit to this Czech offense.
Well, I suppose really when you look back at this World Cup for the Czech Republic, their signature game, even though they played well against the USA, probably had to be the win over Turkey. Although I guess you could also say it was the win over Brazil, which confirmed how good they were.
Yep, no flukes here.
And then they played well against Greece. But Peterka, how do you predict Peterka coming out and hitting all 4 of his 3-point shots? Here he is. Anytime you can have players like Peterka that can consistently hit the 3-pointer, you're stretching, you're forcing the opponent's big man to come out. He's a big fella.
I mean, to consider that he came into the game he was 5 of 10 from 3, and all of a sudden goes 4 for 4 in the first half of a huge game, and that's why we're highlighting him here. And Serbia is going to have to make an adjustment on how they cover him. And the fact that this Czech Republic team can put pretty much 4 or 5 3-point shooters on the perimeter. It just spaces the floor so much for a guy like Satoransky to break down the defense and create, drive, and kick. And, of course, he can finish himself around the basket. So, again, they're a very fun team to watch.
So what would you anticipate with Serbia coming out in this second half?
Well, I expect that man right there to be even more aggressive. He came out like he always does, looking to shoot. He has 17 points on just 5 field goal attempts, which is beyond ridiculous. 10 in the first quarter, 7 in the second, but he needs help. So far, the second leading scorer behind him is Miroslav Raduljic with 7 points.
Yep.
No one else with more than 2 field goals. Bielisa, very quiet, 3 points. Jokic, no points, no shot attempts. So if I'm Djordjevic, I'm talking to my star center, of course, first team All-NBA, which essentially means he's the best center in the NBA, yet not playing like it tonight just yet.
Do you anticipate Bogdanovic taking another step up this year in the NBA?
He averaged 14 points for a upstart Kings team. It would have been great to see a guy like De'Aaron Fox, with the USA. You know, he didn't make it here, but Harrison Barnes we did see, and Donovan Mitchell in the press conference talked about how Harrison Barnes is the ultimate professional. Obviously, Vlade Divac there, building something special in Sacramento. You know, they've got a few other guys, and Buddy Hield from the Bahamas, who also played in the World Cup qualifiers.
Yep.
So we'll see if they can take a step up, like you said, as a team. Bogdanovic, I'm sure, will be a pivotal part of that.
Well, this is the Wukasong Arena, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half. These Australian players have every reason to come out today strong, and they get a layup from Mills. La Provitola whips it over to Deck. That goes in for the rim rocker.
The lob.
And they get it to Bogut.
Great execution. The back screen set by Patty Mills to free up Bogut. And Ingles delivers another beautiful pass.
Rubio bounce pass to Clover for the two-handed jam.
What a way to pick up another double-double for Ricky Rubio. His 10th assist.
Out to sea.
Ooh, nice pass.
And the two-handed flush from Lesor. France have taken the lead.
My parents gave me away, so I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
Well, Bogdan Bogdanovic, we've been talking about him all tournament long. No surprise, he has 17 points. And those are his numbers tonight. He's perfect. So it stands to reason he's going to get the ball in his hands a lot more. The Czechs will be, no doubt, aware of that. And it just depends if he gets a little bit of space. Expect him to put it up or put it on the deck and go to the basket. What a great player Bogdan Bogdanovic is.
Well, it's a party right now, the Wukasong, and I can only imagine what's happening around Prague and also, of course, Nürnberg. Right now, these guys have put on a show, just showing once again what team basketball can do. I mean, we keep making the point, but until someone proves otherwise, you know, why not talk about it?
It really is about making the most out of your team, about getting everybody involved. It's been a great World Cup for that, to drive home that Poland, Argentina, this Czech team, they have really been making some headlines.
Yeah, I mean, even in this game, 18 points off turnovers, just 5 for Serbia. We've also gotten 25 bench points, but obviously that's courtesy of my man, Paterka.
Speaking of your man, Paterka, look at his numbers.
I mean, this guy comes off the bench for Chesnenberg. Comes off the bench here, understands his role. Just set good screens and hit the open shot. Move without the ball. Feed the guys who are moving without the ball. Again, basketball can be a very simple game if everyone's on the same page. And, you know, I do love watching a guy like Bogdanovic play, where he kind of creates his own offense and can shoot from anywhere on the floor, can get to the basket. You know, kind of goes one-on-one. Obviously plays the pick and roll very well as well. But it's just something about team basketball that I just gravitate towards.
Well, maybe you should go talk to that man. He's always looking for a good player. Nano Ginsberg.
I'll probably tear my other ACL, my other Achilles within the first practice.
Nano Ginsberg actually used to coach Nimberg. Okay, so the two of the biggest stars in this whole competition, never mind this game. Look at their numbers in the first half. Bogdanovic, perfect from the floor. Not so much for Satoransky, but don't underestimate the impact that Satoransky has had overall in the game.
We play 5 like you want, okay?
So now it's how do you play with the lead?
1, 2, 3. Okay?
If you're a Serbian player, do you just look at the score sheet and say, Bogdan, why do you only have 5 shots? Can you please take more shots? Just take all the shots.
He's a model of efficiency. And Patrick Auda, you know, imagine if Balvin gets it going in this half as well. So 9-point deficit. Serbia can erase that quickly. And the Czechs know they need to come out strong here at the start of the second half. Not sure what Balvin is picking up, but he's telling the ref that he doesn't. Oh, it's like little rubber bands. Strange. It must have been from the halftime show.
Yeah, we've had a few very entertaining shows and demonstrations of Chinese culture throughout this World Cup.
It's been a cultural experience. Second half underway. Serbia with possession, now attacking the basket to the right on your screen. And see if Jokic gets more involved. Bogdanovic, wow. Wow.
I mean, he didn't even catch the ball with facing the basket, just turns and launches.
He's automatic. We're going to have to start calling him Mr. Automatic. Bohacic for 3.
Bogdanovic posting up now.
Is he still going to stay perfect? Yes, he is. He hasn't missed all game, folks.
Just like that, it's down to 4.
And quick hands, Bohacic gets in there, hands it off to Auda, and a foul called on Lucic. Patrick Auda. Years of age now. Averaged 10.7 points and 21.7 minutes per game in this World Cup. Makes 1 of 2 at the line. Jokic passes it back out. Now they settle for the shot from Lucic, and he drills it from the left corner.
It's good offense from Serbia. They go inside to Jokic, kicks it out opposite. The extra pass to Lucic in the corner, who finally knocks down his first three.
Alda. And Ginsburg's going to get a timeout because things not going well for the Czechs all of a sudden. Jokic spins. Again, Lucic, same spot, different result. Oh, bounce pass, a little give and go, but Ruman missed the layup.
It was a nice give and go, like you said. Urban couldn't get the right kind of spin on the ball to watch it fall in. And now, all of a sudden, Serbia a chance to tie or take the lead after 2 minutes being down 9.
Jokic faked the three, and then he loses it as he gets near the paint.
Nice slip.
Out up with a dunk!
Well, he slipped the screen. Jokic bid on it.
The Czechs starting to pick it up now. First miss for Bogdanovic. Now Satoransky open floor, gets it out again. And here come the Czechs.
Yeah, Alda might have gotten away with an extra step on that one. It's another good pass from Satoransky. Assist number 6 for him.
Jovic.
Second knockdown, jump shot for him. Jovic, I've always liked his aggressiveness on defense, but quite passive on the offensive end.
Satoransky, the three. And the Czechs now, it's like they've got the wind in their sails all of a sudden.
Yeah, and you've seen Satoransky taking the responsibility of guarding Bogdanovic on the other end, fighting through screens, chasing.
Lucic, bounce pass, and the bump will send Milutinov to the line. Boacek takes a seat.
Yeah, 3 fouls. Boacek, who does have those 2 threes in the first half, but besides that, has been quiet.
Milutinov makes the first after a 6-point deficit. So Pavel Prumpula, another of the veterans, comes into the game. 33 years of age. Number 6. Both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game again. And good steal by Bogdanovic. Ruban sticks his knee out and fouls Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic dumps it to Milutinov, and Jokic, easy as you like it, lays it up.
That's why he shoots 72% from the field. That's just his first attempt of the game. Such a good finisher. Got to keep feeding the big man.
Alda. Well, that was a funny looking shot. Serbia can tie it with a 3. Jovic behind the arc. It's good. Tie game.
Oh, here we go. Serbia starting to find their rhythm now. It's a 17-8 run to start this third quarter. They've been on fire.
So Ginsburg calls timeout, and let's go down and listen.
Not before, please, not before. Right? Now, Richie, go for a button. Okay? Explain, motion. This is the second line. If it should be switch, so we can attack. Okay, motion. We are a little bit flat on defense. Let's be more aggressive. I agree with you. Don't make double teams. Let's go, come on.
You hear Coach Ginsburg talk about defense. Serbia 6 of 8 in this third quarter, including 3 of 5 from 3. And you see Jovic. I said he needed to score. This team is so much more fluid when he looks for his own shot. And all of a sudden he's got 7 points, 5 here in this second half. As the Joker, I'm guessing, is a Jokic fan. Or is he a Jovic fan?
Well, he's probably fans of both tonight. Jovic stroking the 3. He's got 7 points. So they've got Jokic on Sadaransky. Now Prompula drives in but puts it up too hard.
Oh, the box out by Lucic is called for a foul.
Well, they're saying he hooked him.
No. You locked him. You locked him. You locked him.
Have another look here. Oh, he was hooked. Herban. And we see a lot of times where the arms get tangled. You know, usually both guys responsible, but now Lucic forced to come out of the game.
Simonovic comes in, and Sadaransky misses the 3.
Yeah, it's 4 fouls also on Lucic.
Jokic on the low block, going to work on Paterka. Good job by Paterka. It's the first team All-NBA center. Serena back in, and Balvin goes out. Also, Satoransky goes out. And Patrick Alda back in. Good hands by Jokic. Big pass to Bogdanovic, so they're going to take the lead. Simonovic lays it up and in.
Well, some good defense there by Serbia. Jokic active defensively. Bogdanovic, unselfish pass in transition.
Ruban, tough move, but good challenge by Milutinov. Bogdanovic pulls up. Jokic, wow, Mr. Jokic, he's not joking around now.
Yeah, he's starting to make his presence felt. It's what he can do.
Paterka, oh, it's almost 5 for 5.
Yeah, he rushed that one a little bit. Still almost went in. So Serbia stepped it up offensively, but especially defensively. They're forcing a few more turnovers. They're taking care of the ball. You see there the foul on the roll, and then Jokic just keeping it alive once and then puts it in on the second attempt. Call that padding the stats. 7 rebounds for Jokic.
Simonovic for 3, and Balvin. Brings it down with two hands. Well, they've got Jokic out in the paint. Bohacic misses down low. A little bit of a dry spell for the Czechs now. Jovic drives in. Serbia now up by 6.
That's all thanks to the Jokic outlet. Feeding his man in transition, but also he didn't have to break speed. Caught the Czechs off guard.
Okay? Don't stay open in, that he will penetrate, he can pass you the ball, then you can take the shot. Or continue to the other side. Stay in, no angle, okay? Now we can use ping pong pass and continue. Right? Let's go now, full side. Who start with the ball? Full side. Okay? Ajde, pojďte zahrát ty parový strana taky, jo, aby jsme to mohli hrát bez toho driblinku, protože všechno přebírají. When we have option to 2, we are on 2. Okay? Let's go.
Well, it's a 15-point turnaround in this third quarter. Serbia doing it inside and out, and Jovic has really woken up. Both Jokic and Jovic, for that matter.
And the play has quickened as well. They're actually playing faster now than the Czech Republic.
See there, Jovic able to avoid the pumper block. Yeah, Jovic, one of those guys who just leads by example. You see 4 assists, 3 rebounds to go with the 9 points. He hit that big 3 to tie it at 58. It's been a 9-0 run since the halfway point of the third quarter.
Well, we've been saying a lot of good things about the Czechs. Let's see how they perform now as they face some adversity in this game, really for the first time.
Well, it all started when Satoransky went to the bench.
Balvin has to throw it back out. Serena puts it up. Shot clock winding down. And a push off on the call on Jokic. It's interesting, that contact. There's always going to be contact down low, but they're calling that a foul. Serena. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Simonovic doesn't have the foot speed to keep up with the smaller guard.
That was Campasso-like.
Here comes Bogdanovic on the baseline.
Oh, beautiful hand for the two-handed jam.
Great ball movement by the Serbs. Bogdanovic feeding Jokic, of course, the unselfish big, getting his 4th assist.
Simonovic fouls Balvin, number 4 in the quarter. Jokic has really been good, not necessarily with the scoring, although he has scored a little, but in all aspects, and his pass leading to that dunk.
Oh, Simonovic just runs over the screen.
So that is now free throws for Bohacic.
And not a smart play by the veteran, pleading his case to his coach.
Excuse me, it'll be Balvin taking free throws. There's such a big impact on this team this summer. He measures 2.17 meters in height. That's 7 feet 1 inches, Balvin. Just 26 years of age. And averaging 8.7 points per game. You know, so much they've always wanted Jan Vesely to play, and they still do, but you know, it was imperative that this guy delivered a big performance this summer, and he has.
Yeah, he really has, especially on the rebounding. He's such a big body, so strong. You see the touch at the free throw line. Balvin now 5 of 5. You know, comes in 9th in rebounding in the tournament, 8.1 rebounds per game. So, you know, he gives you that presence, that physical presence around all these great perimeter players.
Jokic left open. Why not? Well, another chance here for the Czechs. Pumping to lose it out of bounds. He spins.
Bogdanovic just gives Pumperla a smile.
Watch this.
He got his fingertips on it.
Yeah, I think he did. Must be that side of the court. It's hard to get some of these calls. That was where Bogdanovic got fouled earlier.
Well, they're daring him to shoot.
And Jovic.
Well, you got to know he's in rhythm right now.
Came in shooting 50% from the floor, but just 29% from three-point range.
Here he is with the rebound and the push. Nice
Bounce
cut.
Pass. Finish wasn't there from Simonovic.
What a gray-haired wonder, Simonovic, just not able to finish.
Shot clock winding down, so Balvin has to put it up from deep. Bohacic had the ball, but this gives it, he doesn't collect it, so Bogdanovic races down and then misses with a little runner. Had a little bit more time than he realized.
Well, still a great quarter for Serbia, 28-12 in that third stanza. And now enjoying a 7-point lead after being down 9 at the break.
Serbia on top, 69-62.
You see again the three-point shooting cooling off for the Czech Republic, but it's the turnovers. Serbia cut back, and they continue to shoot the ball very well. You see now 56% from the field overall. Czech Republic just at 39, and only had 3 assists in that third quarter to the Czech Republic. So after doing a great job offensively in the first half, finding open guys, they kind of struggled, but they did give Satoransky an extended break. So maybe he'll be able to put on a show here in his fourth quarter and bring the Czech Republic back into it.
Well, Jokic came to life. Jovic came to life. It seemed like everything started really working for Serbia once Jokic kind of picked up his level.
And also Jovic now the second player for Serbia in double figures with 12 points, knocking out 2 big threes in that third quarter. Doing the other things, 4 rebounds and 4 assists. But the Djordjevic's dilemma is, does he keep Bogdanovic in the entire second half, or can he afford to give him a rest? When Bogdanovic went to the bench in that first half, you know, Misic and Guduric just didn't really provide anything. And you can just look at the point differential column, -12 for the two of them, +15 for Bogdanovic. On the other end, Herban is at a -19 point differential, and Balvin -17. Everyone else has a positive point differential. So again, you got to have the guys on the floor who can, you know, make that positive impact. Satoransky back in.
He's the key man. How far, how long can he go in this game? A lot of minutes. Serena whips the pass over to Bohacic. Little runner.
Nice rebound.
It was indeed. Beautiful pass from Jovic. How about that?
Well, Simonovic flying down the floor, nobody picking him up. And Jovic making the right play yet again.
Serena to Bohacic.
Too long. Well, it's been the Jokic, Jovic, and Bogdanovic show in the second half. See Balvin trying to keep up with the guard. Not quite. Great pass.
Jovic has really been outstanding. Patrick Alder comes back out. Now he's guarding Jokic. Bogdanovic for three. Goodness, that is just ridiculous.
I mean, he just has fun out there. It's just the way he squares up to the basket. Doesn't matter if the defense is present. He just gets the shot that he wants every time. 5 of 6 from 3. The only one he missed, he was trying to draw the foul.
They have turned this game around. Up 12 points now. Pump fake. Beautiful play by Patrick Alder. Simple but effective. Jovic got his own miss. Gives it to Bogdanovic. Don't mind if I do, he says. How about another three-pointer, anybody?
I mean, him and Patty Mills duking it out for top scorer. And Bogdanovic, obviously this is his last game. Patty Mills has one more to go.
I would be surprised if Bogdanovic still made the All-Star 5.
Oh, he deserves it. I mean, look at that spotting up. If you're Satoransky, especially off the offensive rebound, gotta locate him.
28 points for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Largest lead of the game for Serbia.
Nino Ginsburg sees the game starting to get away from him. Here's Satoransky.
And now 10 boards for Jokic. So he's still 6 points off a double-double.
He's going to work on Balvin. Wow. And even he makes it look easy.
Well, this is a Serbia team we've been waiting to see.
Really is.
All day long and
all tournament long.
Yeah, starting to put on a clinic on offense and defense. 38-14 in the second half.
Let's finish it with good, okay? We play long set now. We play long set now, okay? We play 5, we play 3. We're patient, all right? Don't let them easy points inside, okay? Let's go, come on. Let's
Watch this shot, Bogdanovic. The feet and the shoulders squared up to the basket. On the other end, it's just too easy, too much space. Had all day to get that off. And despite Nemanja Bjelica not really being a factor in this one, just 3 points in 8 minutes, Bogdanovic picking up the slack. And he keeps pointing at the assistant coach after every made three. Look at that stat line.
Yep. Not a bad night's work, and he's still got 7:38 to go.
But it's also how he's been shooting all tournament long. It's his 4th game with 5 or more threes. Unbelievable.
Much better, much quicker, much better movement on defense. Alda challenges, wow, Jokic and lives to tell the tale. Well, you have to be really impressed by that move. 16 points for Patrick Alda. And good block from Balvin, but it goes straight back to Jovic.
Yeah, Balvin using the length.
This time he misses, but there Milutinov with the rebound and putback.
And now he has 10 points and 6 rebounds on a perfect 4-4 shooting. So other guys really starting to step up for Serbia.
Alda. And you just feel like this one has gotten away from the Czechs and there's no way back. Another foul, Patrick Alda, trying to guard one of the best players in the world.
Easy offensive rebound and put back there from Milutinov. Oh, Jokic coming off the down screen. That's a little bit off.
Czechs drinking at the Last Chance Saloon right now. Ruvan. Just have not made shots in this second half.
Bogdanovic wants it, takes it,
Makes it!
Saw that coming all the way, just had the mismatch with the big.
Bohacic. And
Here they come
Serbia
again.
up 18 and on a roll.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It goes, almost.
That's called a heat check. He's earned it. He's got 7 threes on the night. 31 points.
Well, we're seeing Serbia in all their glory right now.
And Bogdanovic came in averaging 21.7 points per game, 55% shooting, 52% from 3. And likely all of those will go up after this one. You see his face. That is a man with confidence.
Bohacic, will he finally get one to go?
Way off, and you can see the dejection. After knocking down a lot of threes in the first half, they've really cooled off. First time they're below 40% all tournament long.
Tomas Vior all in. Here's Balvin. Finally get it to go. And Serbia called timeout. Interesting. It's up 16, 4:50 remaining in the flow. Why would Coach Djordjevic, just to get his team a rest?
Yeah, they need a little bit of a break. I mean, they've had a 15-6 run here in the fourth quarter. It's not necessarily that the guys are playing poorly now, but Bogdanovic and Jokic have pretty much gone the entire second half.
Kad izađeš Bogdane sa Jokicom, drži loptu, napravi, bit će neki switch, posle mu je daš i ponovo igrate pick and roll. Izvestice, daj će Bogdan, Kej dođe kod tebe ako su 4+1, ako su zona igrajte rodove, klasične dalje, 2 faula tamo da.
Well, the main event comes up tomorrow. France, Australia in the third place game at 4, and then Argentina against Spain in the World Cup final. And that'll be at 8 o'clock. That's local times. So Australia going for their first ever podium finish at a World Cup or an Olympics. Spain trying to win their first world title since 2006. That was the year that they beat Argentina in a thriller in the semifinals by 1 point.
We saw a few Patrick Alda clips, 16 points for him. We have a foul off the ball as Lucas Palica has just checked in and committed a foul.
but that wasn't. Holding the shirt. Yes, because no team is the foul. I understand your point, but they are fighting for position, okay?
Nice little feature from FIBA, taking you in to the conversations, the intimacy between referees and coaches.
Yeah, they're all mic'd up. All the referees are. Jovic. See if the Czechs can make this scoreline look a little more respectable. Comeback not out of the realm of possibility, but you would certainly think it's unlikely the way this thing has gone. Balvin. Now Ruban. Wojtek Ruban.
Well, all you have to do is look at the stat lines for Ruban. He's just 3 of 10 after that one. Boacik 2 of 12. Balvin 2 of 8. A few of those guys knocked down shots.
How about? Well.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, and it's an alley-oop.
Jokic makes it look so easy.
Yeah, everything. He makes it look easy. I'm glad we're getting to see this Jokic. I was starting to wonder if we were going to see it tonight.
Again, it's not often in basketball that you see a big man who doesn't have to score to have an impact on the game. Just 6 points, but 13 rebounds and 6 assists. Most of that in the second half. Jokic just the ideal guy to play with. Does all the little things, all the dirty work. Watch this one. One-handed rebound and just flips it up. Very similar to the Nando De Colo pass we saw yesterday on the offensive rebound as Bogdanovic takes it away.
Just the ball thrown crazily, and again another dunk. Milutinov must be leading the game in dunks tonight. He's had several. Ruban knocks down the 3 to get it back to a 15-point game. We need to get stops all the way here. But Serbia looking as confident as they've looked since certainly their loss to Argentina. They've rediscovered it, whatever it is. Lukinov goes in. Takes care of the rebound.
Does he have one more?
Nope.
He's gone cold. Take him out.
Open, wearing that number 23.
La Pizza, where's he been? Getting his first minutes of action.
Lukas Polica, yep.
It's back to 12. Like you said, it's not out of the realm of possibility after those back-to-back threes. And La Pizza, nice looking stroke as Bogdanovic is taken out of the game for the last time at this World Cup. Gets a nice ovation from the fans. And there he is.
Worth the price of admission.
Our likely TCL player of the game, and he's tired. Understand.
Well, that is allowed. 31 points. He's been hustling.
We got to mention Jovic. Obviously, a lot of people talked about Milos Teodosic not being in this World Cup. Well, it's Jovic who now has 43 assists in the tournament. That's the most ever for a Serbian player, surpassing Teodosic's 40. That was back in 2014. Here he is with the ball again, and you can see another potential assist, but it's a turnover.
Ural trapped, gets out of it. Polica again. Thought we were going to have the second coming of Paterka.
Yeah, that would have made some people nervous if he knocked down that one.
Greece fouls Jokic a long way from the basket.
First personal foul.
Should mention all these great statistics provided by Opta in real time. Makes my job that much easier. Gotta love the stats.
I thought you had all that stuff naturally.
Not like you.
Wow. Ooh, this is both Jokic. So see if the Czechs can get it back to single digits here. Leads again. Is he going to be his second? Nope. Where they're getting him his looks. Balvin. He hits the three, and it's back to 9. Excuse me, 10. 10 points, the difference. And Jokic comes out of the game as well. Well, if you get second, third, fourth opportunities, eventually you will put the ball in the basket. And Balvin cracks a smile. Paliza back in now. And Paliza holds on to the jersey. It's an easy call for the ref.
It's crazy to me the guys still complain about fouls when they're in the wrong position defensively, not sliding their feet, using their hands. It's a foul every time. It's an easy call for the official.
I wonder what's going through his mind right now.
Serbia will move to 6-2 in this World Cup. 5th place finish. Like we said, the lowest since 2006, where they finished 9th.
Ooh, so they're going for the alley-oop to Prompola. Buteric pulls up. Balvin gets it back. Will the Czechs hold it for 1? Nope, they're going to go ahead and take the layup. So they get it back to single digits. Raduljic is going to take a 3. Balvin still has time if they want to, and I guess Krish has been told, let's stop it there by his coach. So Djordjevic and Ginsburg congratulate each other. Good win for Serbia. They had some adversity themselves tonight, but they win it 90-81. Well, take some of the sting out of their early exit for Serbia, winning their last 2 games, beating the United States, and then overcoming a good Czech Republic team. Obviously a good United States team as well, to finish 5th. And the loss takes nothing off the shine for the Czech Republic, who were really terrific in this tournament. Bogdanovic really underlined his status as one of the best players, not just in Serbia, not just in Europe, but the world. You know, we are in the World Cup, and this is where you prove things like that. He came out tonight and had the big night, shooting the basketball. And I guess the question remains now about Serbia is, when they reflect on this tournament, you know, where did they go wrong, and how will they get it fixed by the time of the next FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, but also the FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers.
This one was a tale of 2 halves. Czech Republic, sensational in the first 20 minutes. Went into the break up 9. And then all of a sudden, a 49-31 second half performance gives them this 90-81 win. You see there the stats. Free throw shooting wasn't so much of a factor. The 3-point shooting was. Czech Republic knocked down more threes, but most of that was in the first half. And then in garbage time, Serbia dominates the glass 43-36, and then most importantly, they take care of the ball in the second half. And it's the first time that Czech Republic lose despite having 20+ assists. So I guess it wasn't the magic number per se. See there the scoring leaders, Auda, 16, Peterka, who didn't score in the second half. So his magic ran out, and Sadaransky finishes with 13 points and 6 assists.
And as you look at the highlights, you know, these teams will also be in the Eurobasket 2021 qualifiers. Czech Republic will be in Group C with Belgium, Lithuania.
They're in trouble.
And Denmark. And Serbia will be in Group E with Finland, Georgia, and Switzerland. So 3 teams will advance. So all very exciting, and obviously those games will start to be played in 155 days from now. That is February 20th. And I think the Czechs will capitalize on their performance here and have a good tournament, although I guess they probably will not have Satoransky for those games. So the 3 highest placed teams from each group, except the groups which include the FIBA Eurobasket 2021 hosts, will qualify for the FIBA Eurobasket 2021. So that includes Georgia, in fact, in Serbia's group. And also Germany will be among the hosts. Italy will also be. So Bogdanovic stole the show tonight, and then Jokic got in on the act and started making plays like this. As you said, it's not just his rebounding or his scoring, but his passing, which makes him a candidate to get a triple-double every time he steps onto the floor in the NBA with the Denver Nuggets.
Nice little moment there between the Czech coach, well, the Israeli coach for the Czech Republic, and Bogdanovic. And all these players just so appreciative of the support they've gotten here in China, not just from their own country's fans, but also the local fans.
Of course, they went through that long European qualifiers campaign, both of these teams, the 6 windows, to make it to the World Cup. And now it is all over, and they will catch their breath, rejoin their clubs, but eventually will return back to the national teams. So let's take a look at this. Teams that have already qualified for the Olympics from Africa, Nigeria, from the Americas, Argentina, the United States, from Asia, Iran, from Europe, Spain and France, from Oceania, Australia, and obviously the host Japan. So that's 8 teams. And then you've got 4 more out of these teams. These will all be going to the Olympic qualifying tournaments, including the Czechs and including Serbia. So one last time, Serbia win it 90-81 over the Czech Republic to clinch 5th place. Thanks for watching, everybody. Finals day tomorrow.